Hello VC, how's everybody doing? Long time no see. I feel like I'm a binge drinker. I'm all in and I'm all out. So I apologize for the length of time it's taken me to do another video. But yes, it's Pretty Green Vinyl Guy and I'm here with a vinyl update. Let's see, I've probably acquired about 60 albums over the last sort of 6 weeks. So I've pulled some of the stronger ones. Some of them just were filling holes in my collection, and maybe not that exciting. But I'm hoping to make a couple of videos today. I hope to enter a contest, and I hope to do a couple other things. So let's do the vinyl update. Let's get that out of the way. These are in no particular order, but there's some good ones in here. All right, first we're going to start with Elvis Costello and the Attractions. This is Imperial Bedroom. This was his 4th album, I think. 1982. Just a great album. A total change of style for Elvis. Definitely some jazz influence, some sort of French cafe style things in there. Beyond Belief is an amazing single. Man Out of Time is just such an interestingly well composed song. Almost Blue. Just a great album. Couldn't recommend this enough. Genre changing. And then we have Psychedelic Furs, Talk Talk. This is the one with Pretty in Pink on it. Yeah, also just a great album. 80s new wave sort of power pop. Psychedelic Furs. Then it came into a bit of New Order. This is New Order Low Life. Let me take this out of here. Which is, I understand, a bit of a collector's item. Even this is taped on like an Obi cover. New Order. This is had the Perfect Kiss, Subculture, Love Vignettes. This is a Canadian. Yeah, this is a Canadian pressing. I hope I'm not getting a glare on these. I haven't had a chance to check the lighting. Another new wave post-punk album that's kind of hard to find in good shape. Also a Canadian pressing. This is Talking Heads 77, their debut album. This, of course, had Psycho Killer on it. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Something totally out of my comfort zone. It's a repress. It was in the sort of used bin, and I thought, why not? This is NWA, Straight Outta Compton. This is like something my son would have, but yeah, I totally dig it. I loved the movie that was out a couple of years ago, so that was my first sort of, my first rap record. This is another New Order. This is Brotherhood. Let me take this out of the plastic here. Again, I think a hard to find album. And this has Broken Promise. What else was on this? Let's put that here. Bizarre Love Triangle. That's what I was trying to think of. Was the big one on that. And then I also have the Blue Monday single. This is with the, I think Naz Nomad pointed this out the other day. It's like an old computer disc is the shape of the album. One that I see talked about a lot, but I've never heard it. And again, it was in the bin. This is Jean-Michel Jarre, Oxygène. I think that's kind of a must-have. And another first for me, my first Kiss album. This is Destroyer, which of course has Detroit Rock City, What else is on here? Beth, you know, the perfect what's the word I'm looking for? Power ballad, I guess, before Power Ballad was done. But yeah, my first Kiss album. This one I bought unlistened to ever before, but I love this band. This is Wire. This was a relatively new release for them, I think like 2017 or something like that. And 2017, yeah. Silver Lead. I hear this is really good. I don't know anything about it, so if you know anything about it, this is a bit of a grail. This is a band from Vancouver that basically started the whole industrial sort of movement in music. This is Skinny Puppy's debut album. This is on Network Records. This is an original pressing. Super graily addition to the collection. Try and get this back in here. I'm just going to set that to the side for now. Yeah, Skinny Puppy were from Vancouver, Canada. They certainly inspired bands like Ministry, Nine Inch Nails, Marilyn Manson, all that sort of industrial goth sound. They were one of the first bands. This is also kind of an interesting album. This is Betty LaFette. Now, I haven't heard this album, but I fell in love with Betty LaFette a couple of years back during the Kennedy Center Honors, when The Who were being honored, and Betty LaFette sang Behind Blue Eyes in this sort of soulful, just an amazing interpretation of the song, and I've loved her ever since. I was totally happy to find this 1985 pressing of Betty LaFette. Another one I was super pumped to find. This is Another Green World, Brian Eno. This is a 75 Canadian original. It's just in beautiful condition. So I was super pumped to find this. This is on Island Records. Just beautiful condition. And yeah, first Eno record. So a lot of firsts today, which is kind of cool. And then another first. This is my first Graham Parsons album. This is an original version of GP. This is on the Reprise Records. And I am not a country person at all. I had no idea what Graham Parsons sounded like, other than I've heard the name, and I'm a little bit familiar with some of the Byrds music when he joined, and of course they did go more country. But this, I believe, is the first time the world heard Emmylou Harris. And her voice, along with him together, makes this just a great listen. What a masterpiece. Must have. I was super pumped to find this. This is an early Canadian pressing of Nevermind the Bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. Just a classic, of course, to have. This is on the Warner Brothers label. Again, just in beautiful condition. Super pumped to have that. I'm trying to fill all my punk collection with the original heavyweights, and I'm well on my way now, but that's a sweet find. And what do we got here? We got Bowie Lodger, one I've never owned on vinyl either. I had it on cassette tape, funny enough, but this is part of the Berlin trilogy, and not really known for any singles or anything like like Heroes and Low. At least had some recognizable songs. I don't know much about Lodger, but I was very happy to acquire that. And This I acquired from an online ad. I actually bought a few albums that I haven't shown, just things like Aretha Franklin's greatest hits, Roy Orbison's greatest hits. What else was in there? Just kind of generic things to fill the hole. Bob Dylan's greatest hits, Byrds' greatest hits. Actually, the Dylan and the Byrds were UK pressing, so that was different. They have different covers. But this one kind of stands out a little bit different. This is a Bee Gees box set, Star Portrait International, and this has all of their early singles. To Love Somebody, Massachusetts, Holiday, I Started a Joke, Don't Forget to Remember. Just a nice set. Beautiful booklet. It's also a German pressing. I can't read the booklet because it's in German. But yeah, just a great discography to have of all the early Bee Gees. It's 4 albums, and it's just in mint condition on Polydor. The box is in great shape. I'm not sure exactly when it came out, but just a great find. Super pumped to find that. And last but not least, I picked up a really mint copy of Canadian only release of The Beatles' Twist and Shout. This is a 1964 Canadian pressing, just in beautiful, beautiful shape. And that's on the Capitol Rainbow. So yeah, that's a quick update of what I've picked up, all the interesting stuff. I got another set I'm going to show you in another video. And VC, it's good to be back.